Check this out. In the world of housing, the housing supply is piling up in the state of Florida and in Texas as HOA and insurance fees jump. This is a pretty interesting story. Yeah, the housing inventory, it's piling up in Florida and Texas, and they say in part because homeowners association fees and homeowners insurance costs apparently scaring away buyers from the condo markets. That according to Redfin this morning. Yeah, the real estate listing site said the number of available condos had soared in key metros in these two states over the past year. One symptom is the overreaching trend of home buyers getting cold feet amid high prices and the rising cost associated with owning a home. Things like that, mowing your yard, the occasional repair, that sort of thing. And they're blaming homeowners' insurance rates and HOA fees. And while the condo inventory, it soared 53% year over year in Florida in July, that according to the data. And while the condo inventory climbed 42% in Texas in the same time frame, those increases far exceed the national average, with the condo inventory rising just 27% nationally in the month of July. Jacksonville, Florida, saw the steepest climb of inventory at 81%. Now, condo buyers, they've been put off by the rising HOA fees and insurance premiums in both states. HOA fees have climbed more than 15% just over the past year in Florida and in Texas. And in fact, they say that natural disasters in the two states have pushed up insurance rates. Property insurance costs in Texas and Florida have grown at the fastest pace in 20 years. That according to the Capital Economics reports.
I could see why just the HOA fees alone, spiking. What is it, 15%? That's from last year.
That's just a few $100s here and there, right?
No, but I could see that being off-putting to potential home buyers. I mean, you're gonna have to pay more, just to have some Karen who constantly nags you about a garden gnome or something like that. I know it's not.
Did Karen ban the gnomes again?
Karen's trying to ban the gnomes.
She's trying to ban gnomes?
She don't like the Travelocity gnomes.
What is the deal, man? I don't get it.
Yeah, but, like you said, it's only a few $100s, but it still matters.
Yeah.
It's kind of the principle of it. But especially in a condo, I could see it. I could see it being an issue for him.
Stephen Weiss, he's a Redfin agent out of Tampa. He says the condo market isn't moving. It's much more difficult to sell a condo. Buyers are aware we're in somewhat of a tipping point for condos, and their value may continue to decline as HOA fees rise and people grow more wary of buying in waterfront buildings. Condo prices haven't seen a significant decline yet, but the price of condos in Jacksonville and Orlando seeing a mild single-digit fall over the past year. In some metros like Fort Worth, Texas, prices have actually increased. Now, it's a different story for housing prices, though, which have been pushed lower in both states as the supply starts to outweigh demand. More than 6% of homes nationwide are now seeing price declines. Redfin said in a June report, the fastest pace of price cuts since 2022. That all according to the Business Insider this morning. Jump in here at 512-836-0590.
When you talk about the home prices, more than 6% of homes nationwide seeing price declines. I don't think a lot of people are really feeling that, though. I mean, a town like this, it's $585,000 is the median home price. It's still, housing is still just ridiculously expensive.
People are turning away from homes not because of HOA fees and high insurance costs. They're not.
No.
They're turning away. They're turning away from the big, core of the city because of a rise in property taxes.
That's the biggest reason.
Hospital district taxes, ACC, AISD. It's all of those things combined that are pricing some people out.
And on that note, state lawmakers this week have been meeting in the Texas Senate Finance Committee, I think, talking property taxes, the elimination of them.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't either. But, I love the idea of it, the government stealing money from you just by virtue of you owning a home. Get rid of that. And I get it. $81 billion they say it might cost, and it would have to spike sales tax pretty high.
Well, the solution to getting rid of the property tax idea would be to increase sales tax.
Right.
And you'd have to increase sales tax more than 20%.
Yeah, about 22.
Just to make up for that $81 billion. Well, once you raise sales taxes 22% in the state of Texas, then everybody that lives in Texas will just buy things on Amazon and have it shipped in.
Sure.
To avoid that high tax.
Sure.
It would destroy small business.
Yeah, it's not an easy there's no easy solution to this. But, the despicable property taxation has to be addressed at some point. I mean, look at the way just AISD, Travis County, just between the two of them, how, the abuse they're looking to pile onto you this November. This is not sustainable. I mean, eventually we will be crushed under the weight of all these taxes.
Taxation is theft, my friend.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed it is.
All right, listen, it is.